Sometimes I'm kinda steady and I know my attendance. Kinda hard just to create, to be lifted and intended. I just know it's in a long to relax in it. Swaying down and terrified, not to socialize, we kinda in it. Sway that and the tender switching that I'm in it. It's hard to repronounce when the doors ain't rescinded down to close. And the scenery hard and invented to make it show that before they put it all up in there, just to stay here one track. The waving might be in sentence, but it's hard to give the camera back to re-electing it, to making sure they play the bass, then they're actively in it to see when they act the next one, they're hearing it in it, to making sure that it's such a move, certainly in it, to not to will, not to steal, keep a bonity in it, to maybe they would go around enhancing in it to make better than the squeal, just to ridiculous run it. I keep standing up and making sure scribbly in it. I'm trying to skip that myself. It's hard to invent it to myself, to do what's saying, really invent it, to get a grudge of myself, just to style up in it, just to read and to diverse and to certainly in, just to make myself mentally urgent any sense to make the same cooperation that they do exist. That way I just said didn't want to handle back the blitz. I wanted to intend to make cooperation with, trying to do same right that they socializing with, cause it's only 1 second to tell us the track, make it every effort till the album title act. That's switching that I did understand the way that it microphone may be barely having attached, but it's just harder to relax, to put it in and on back, to give a station of this way to spin, having attached, to make it attended and making a ride born into a whip, to went and the veil right before this seems to cancel with situation at an ascension that descended with, how they come rebel and able just to style with, kind of search, kind of vision, kind of hurts, kind of reacting to re-envision, forward kind of me burst, I can't on the rise, searching reverse to a right, cause I'm trying to hear the melody switching rights, and I understand it harder to panic, to past challenges to unprovide when it's really intended to devise up and grade, just to really strive, just to take some pace, then to conversate myself and rides. I don't have the challenge, don't really manage, don't receive every simple listen to can't be situation. I can't really act it, really can't be there in it situation, not bending because I can't stand it, as I know it's a slick me where it really landed. I can't lip off myself to rapidly stand it. I keep it sending you section it, it's see rounded up such as just to select it, just simple as I know it's my event, just to hardly leave in it, cause when I step up off the flow, it's like I'm off the tree just winning. If I wait, keep my word down, haven't send it, my only relax is the case when the property I just send it to me to the rich that keeps me retention, that keeps me so really valuable into intention. But sometimes it's hard cause it's really hard just to keep on one thing, then give it more than all to the way it seems hard to cover up, then it all to be over because it's hard to cause I don't have the thing intended. So recollect and the light switching, I'm making mentally restrictions. This is wiped up of a way, try to hold it more intended, then canceling concerts to act reliably, switching that so to respond really to try attention as a way how the beats are certainly act to save written to keep it climbing liberty of a way I'm trying to go round the basis to the track manipulatively, so I don't search describe, try to sit it right until they all vision something that's right. Es que no era no suerte, ese hombre lente, cuando no comprende, para como no sé cuando entre, para cobrar de la música perente, que no quiere siempre entrar, siempre que uno pueda estar de estar, es como tratando de que la dejo de entrar, ese es como yo quiero que cobre de entrar, para ser con el recibo posible como la da, as I go, as I know, it's hard to prevent to fight myself as I slowly knowingly go. Basic fluid, basic known, switching, not no load, switching that I sent to spell hard to tell me, really low, something like if I didn't be perplexly. Put a style on the course to recover completely. Switching that is not complete to serious to me. Circularize my scissor tape, so my tape will play. Have I know where really take, hardly to the tape, to my bandit rip a place. Not to tempt to do the tap of blades in of our way, tap of blades of our way. Try to send grace, but I can't really rebrace as I know rebrace as I rebate. Switching that I come to cow styling my switching late. If I know I keep rounding up debate, the grounded the switching that I don't cooperate to cover critically, switching that the cavalry is the crown off the top of me, situated that at the top of lastingly, switching at the side so billboardy light, so it's hard to separate when you pop the switching lights. I find no exit to right, have it really lights, hard to tell the facts and even switching that my rep is right of the way, rhyme at reputation, rep legally like, switching searches, rapidly, switching keep it type, it's the way that I keep the thriving, really keep, so she slowly, searching preferably, themselves to self-searching that I keep researching that try to choose the track more than preventing myself to around the switching that and appetizing thrills of healing around for the drawing keep presenting in myself keep a volume turned up to try up in return so we try to live the life till we fall the spread from floor such a way that I keep a verse that expresses more that it ain't clear on Joe so rank a river flow switching that I keep my 10 mirror to slowly roll switching up on the 10 area don't let the control that I keep trying to style and leave me flow, switching that it keeps observing for head to hand my flow. Sometimes it's playing puzzles to the track just to make it swim, just to relax, to think all of that. Swerve really swim. I switching up a 10, try to pace my temp to the begin, try to reverse my take before I let it casually take and switching that it's not revived, permanently port. I set you pile of the situation, game over roll as I roll it situation, driving up, give me the roll situation, that situation, rip the electric flow, switching bound it, bend it really, you keep the lighters in it, but I keep down it up to say cooperate until you win it, switching that I keep myself really in it, cause the base is my case to take, just to reckless in it, just to vent it, just to think it's open way, you wanna stand it, catch your way, just a microphone so you can represent it, as I know it try harder to internalize all to the mat, switching that, it's all re-re-re-re-re, tending to reflect, to surely regulate, since you make them turn to your silly, such as social, this is facts. Till the lights just strip, then I don't have to then round it to make it so drift off its room, and then I switch and that I love, and then I switch that I knew, and I didn't have to that effect to cover it really through, switching that I really missed that I hardly through, had to try to make my vocals little to have a mix to do, but it's only evidence that ever through a scenery, harder to me back to do the use of recoveries, I keep on bound up and clipping that. I soon so switching that. I keep my vibe till on sponge throw. Switching that. I keep conversate. Have me held throw. Just to wash away the sun. Hailing off the top flow.